Welcome back. I'm Chris Sikora, and I'm going to step you through a very old method of making sheet metal cylinders, and it's not practical for every application. So this is exercise 24 in SolidWorks 2020. Going to show it to you. It still has some value, I think, in the event that you don't like the lofted technique, but the lofted technique takes a little bit longer, but it gives you a lot more data output. So this one gives you a very basic flattened face, but it doesn't give you the information or the options that you have with the loft. So again, it's just a quick little lesson. Definitely watch exercise 25 to see the other method, which is actually a loft. We're going to take a rectangle and have it go to a smaller circle or a radius. But you would just replace the rectangle with another circle or a radius in order to create this. But let's go ahead and take a look at this, because not many people, as far as I know, that I've come across actually remember this method, because it was done in the 90s and it's still inside SolidWorks. Okay, so go to File, New, Part, and hit OK. Select the front plane and start a sketch. Take the circle tool and draw out a circle. And let's go ahead and dimension it at 2.5 inches diameter. Let's go to Features and Extrude Boss Face. And what we're looking to do is extrude it 2.5 inches at 13 degrees of draft. So put in 2.5 and then turn on draft and 13 degrees. Now, another application where if you have an angle and you want to make something like this shape really quick, that's why you might use this. Again, you might not really want to use it too often these days because there's much better ways with the loft. But let's take a look here. Okay, so I hit OK. Now go to the shell command and set your wall thickness. We'll go with 0.06. Select the front and back faces to remove for the shell and hit the green check. All right, now we could go ahead and select the front plane, start a sketch, and let's go normal 2 here, or the front there. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a center line from the origin straight up, and then hit escape, go to the line tool, and draw a line in like that. Now, with those two selected, go ahead and mirror those across. And let's go to the dimension and add a distance here at the top of 0.01. And let's actually get that, control select that edge to this edge and make it coincident. All right, notice I didn't close it. So, and also notice I didn't use a rectangular cut. That's one of the tricks. If you actually just had a straight rectangle, last I tested it, it fails to actually unfold it. So just be aware, that's why you have to put the angles in. Okay, so we go to Features, Extrude Cut, and it's usually pretty good. In this case, it's actually showing this little arrow. If I zoom up, it's going to cut everything on the outside and leave a little sliver. We want to flip the side to cut, so check the flip side to cut, and make sure it's set to through all. Hit the green check, and it should slice right through it and give you something like that. Okay, now I'm going to go to the sheet metal tools. Notice I didn't use any sheet metal tools up until this point. We're going to use the old insert bends. And just a little history, the insert bends came out in 1997. That's when I started with SolidWorks with a value-added reseller. And I was a trainer. And this is all we had back in those days to make a cone that would work. And actually, I don't even remember knowing this technique until maybe around 98. So maybe a year later. But anyhow, for the fixed face and edges, just like one of these edges here, and hit the green check mark. And now you should be able to flatten it. Okay. Now, I know I have like some lettering on the outside. As of lately, for some reason, the geometry hasn't liked the lettering too much, but let's try it. Select, let's actually fold it back up and use the flatten tool. Or I should say unfold. And select one of those edges. collect all bends, hit the green check. Now we could select that face, start our sketch. I'm just going to put in, lettering doesn't seem to work too well, so I'm going to, well, let's try one of these center point arc slots. And let's go to features, extrude cut, link to thickness. And now let's go back to sheet metal tools, fold, collect all bends, hit the green check. And as I feared, it failed. So sometimes in the past it used to work, and for some weird reason I have gotten it to work. It might be the radiuses that are a little too complex. So you don't have to put this cut in there. I'm actually going to edit that sketch really quick and see if I can fix it. I'm just going to put a box in there. Let's just see if we can get something like a box. And now let's try fold. Okay. It doesn't like it, but for some weird reason, sometimes I do get it to work. Still not sure what the little trick is there. It used to work really well all the time. But if someone does figure it out how to get that to work, might be just a matter of changing the thickness or something as easy as that. Like if I go to shell here, maybe if I change it to 0.03. Now we'll try it one more time, but you don't have to watch the rest of this if you're not interested in it, because you don't necessarily need to do this. It was just more for fun. It still doesn't work. Okay, so anyhow, that is the trick there. Now be sure to watch the next video, exercise 25, which shows you how to make a loft. And you would be able to make a sheet metal cylinder with much more information than what you're seeing here. Again, this is just giving you a flat pattern. It's not giving you any details on how to partition it, and so it could be folded into segments like facets and such, which that's what the loft gives you. So that concludes this exercise.